Hello, welcome to a new video lesson. The topic of this video will be evaluating expressions with variables. Please make sure you have this handout in front of you. Pause the video and take this moment to write your name, date, period on this handout. And when you're ready, you can replay the video. A couple of reminders before we start the lesson. Please copy down everything, including the example problems and the work. You want to listen to the entire video very carefully so that you can understand it. If you miss anything or if you did not understand something, you can always go back and watch it again. Okay? Alright, so before we look at the actual problems, the vocabulary that we are going to focus for this lesson is the word evaluate. Evaluate means replacing the variable with a number. Meaning, all this time we've been just having variables in our expressions. So for example, we have 3x plus 2, right? Do we know what x is? No, all we know that we just have to multiply 3 with the x, which we don't know what number is, and add 2 to it. Now what I'm going to do from now on for evaluating expression is I'm going to tell you what x stands for. If I say that x is equal to 2, then now you know that you're going to do 3 times 2 plus 2. Okay, you'll understand more when you see example problems. Now take a look at this chart. Okay, this is important for this lesson. I want you to understand the operation of each expression. So, for example, first one, if you have 3x, or 3 parentheses x, or 3 dot x, all of these mean the same. All of these means you're multiplying 3 and the x. So the operation is multiplication. Okay? You need to remember this. If you have 14 over b in a fraction form, that means 14 divided by b. For the words, 14 divided by b, so it's division. 11 plus t, that's addition. 7 minus w, that's subtraction. These two are very straightforward. Okay, you want to remember these for today's example problems. So one more thing you want to remember is the order of operations, which we learned as GEMS. Always remember to do the grouping symbols first, parentheses, brackets or braces, then exponents, multiplication, division, you want to start from left to right, and lastly, subtraction or addition, also you want to move from left to right. So this will be the order of operation that you want to follow. Okay? If you forget, just always go back to your notes. So first example, evaluate 3a plus 5a when a is equal to 2. So again, now, do I not only give you the expression, but now I tell you what that variable stands for. So another thing we know is that if you have a number and variable next to each other, it means multiplication. So 3 times a and 5 times a, right? I'm going to rewrite it as 3 times a plus 5 times a. But we know what a stands for, and that's equal to 2. So we're going to replace the a with 2. So now we have 3 times 2 plus 5 times 2. 3 times 2, it equals 6. And then bring down the plus sign, plus 5 times 2, that's positive 10. So now we're left with 6 plus 10, which is equal to 16. Now, one thing you might have noticed is that this expression 3a plus 5a, these are like terms. So you can actually simplify these expressions first. So what if we did that? What if we combined the like terms and simplified it? So what I mean is 3a plus 5a, they both have a's, so you can add them, and that's going to equal to 8a, right? Now, we know that a is equal to 2, so now let's evaluate this 8a. It's 8 times a, but a is equal to 2, so it's actually 8 times 2, which is also equal to 16. So notice, we still got the same answer. So let's answer this question. Does it matter whether we simplify the expression first or not? So evaluating by replacing the number first, or evaluating after simplifying the expression first. Do we get the same answer? Yes. So does it matter? Nope, it doesn't matter. You can go either way. You can go straight into evaluating, or you can simplify first, and you're still going to get the same answer. So it does not matter. Okay, let's do another example. Evaluate 4x plus 3y plus 5x. So again, this is 4 times x, 3 times y, 5 times x. So let's replace these variables. We have 4 times x, which is now -2, plus 3 times y, which is now equal to 6, plus 5 times x, which is again is equal to -2. Now, by the order of operation, we need to do the multiplication first. I'm going to do it from the left side. 4 times -2 is equal to -8. Then plus, bring down the plus sign, 3 times 6 is +18, plus 5 times -2 is equal to -10. So again, we only have addition, so let's go from left to right. -8 plus +18, that's different signs, so we subtract and take the sign of higher number. 18 minus 8 is 10. It's going to be +10 plus -10. We're adding two opposite numbers, so this is going to be equal to 0. Now let's see if it matters whether we simplify first or not. So let's simplify again. 4x plus 3y plus 5x is the expression we're going to start with. And again, as you probably notice, 4x and 5x are like terms, so we can add them together. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, so we're going to have 9x plus 3y. And now, we know that we can't simplify any further. This is the simplest form, so we're going to stop there. And now we're going to plug in x equals -2 and y is equal to 6 into the variables. So instead of doing 9 times x, now we're going to do 9 times -2, because x is equal to -2, plus 3 times y, but this time y is equal to 6. And then 9 times -2 is -18, plus 3 times 6 is also 18, but it's positive. And -18 plus +18 are also opposite numbers, so if you add them, it's equal to 0. So again, doesn't matter whether we simplify expressions first or not. Doesn't matter? Nope. Doesn't matter. Still going to get the same answer. Alright, example 3. Evaluate x plus 3 times parentheses y minus 5 when x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 8. I forgot to mention that this semicolon here, this, if I do English translation, this would mean when. So evaluate this expression when x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 8. That's what this means. So let's do that. We know that x is equal to 5, so let's replace the x with 5. Then we have plus 3 times parentheses, y is equal to 8, minus 5, close parentheses. So again, you got to remember the gems, order of operation. G, grouping first. So we got to do the parentheses. And inside the parentheses, we're going to do 8 minus 5, which is equal to 3. So still keeping the parentheses for 3, then plus 5, just copying down the rest of them. And now we have addition, and this is multiplication. We need to do multiplication before addition. Yes, and 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So we now have 5 plus 9, which is equal to 14. Now we're going to simplify this one more time first. But this time it's going to may look a little, something that we've done very recently, okay? So x plus 3 times y minus 5. I'm rewriting that expression. Now, this is a multiplication here, we know that. But we can't do y minus 5 because we don't know what y is. So we're going to use the distributive property to get rid of the parentheses, which should seem very familiar, right? So then copy down the x, right, because there's no parentheses, and then copy down the plus sign. Now we have positive 3 times y, always plus, positive 3 times, this time it's negative 5. Then you're going to get x plus 3 times y is 3y plus 3 times negative 5 is equal to negative 15. And we're going to stop there because this is the simplest form. There aren't any more like terms. So now let's evaluate. Let's put x for 5. So 5, because x is equal to 5, plus 3 times y, well, y is equal to 8, so times 8, plus just the number, negative 15. Now, we've got to do the multiplication first. 3 times 8 is 24. So let's copy the rest down. 5 plus 24 plus negative 15. Now we're going to go from left to right. 5 plus 24 is 29. In 29 we have plus negative 15, and that's going to equal to, see, the different sign we subtract, which is 14. Take the sign of the higher number, which is positive. So the answer is positive 14. So again, still, even if you simplify first, you get the same answer. But it's going to be up to you. If you like to go this way, evaluating first, then you can do that. If you prefer to simplify first, of course you can do that. It's really going to depend on which one's faster. Sometimes this is going to be faster, but also sometimes this could be faster. So as you do more practice, you will be able to figure out sooner which one was a better method. Last example, okay? I promise. So this time we're going to be evaluating a plus c over b. This is a fraction form, okay? So let's replace a, b, c with the numbers. A is negative 5 plus c, which is given as 7, over the fraction bar, b, which is equal to 4. Okay, so now we only have numbers. Let's add or whatever we need to do. Negative 5 plus 7, that's positive 2 over 4. We have 2/4, but we could simplify this by dividing the numerator and the denominator by 2. That's going to give us 1/2, and this is the simplest form. Now let's see how we can do this if we simplify first. Okay? Let's try to simplify this first. Let me copy down the expression a plus c over b. So what can we do? Can we add a and c together? No. Can I divide them? No. So what can we do? There's nothing we can do because there are no like terms. These letters, these variables are all different. So if it's already in simplest form, we can't simplify. Well then, the only way to evaluate will be just going back to these steps. This will be the only way for us to evaluate. And that's the reason why I wanted to show you this example. Sometimes it's already in simplest form that you can't simplify. And you can only go about by replacing each variable with the numbers. Okay, so that's the end of the video lesson. If you have any question, make sure you ask me next time. Write it down on your notes. If you did not understand something, or if you think I went too fast, then again, always go back to whatever you missed and re-watch the video. Okay? Thank you very much. See you next time.